2K Sports, a happy Sunday evening to you and yours. In this game, we'll see New York against Atlanta. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. All right, Greg, what do they say? Familiarity breeds contempt. We've got a little bit of that here, don't we?
Oh, yeah. These teams know each other very well, so they tend to compete several times a year, and it's always fascinating to watch.
Now, here's Johnson. Here's Heinrich. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Heinrich's got the opening field goal of the game for Atlanta.
He plays mostly the one, but he's 6'4", so that's a little tall for a point guard, and it helps Heinrich down low.
Stoudemire with a screen on Smith. Anthony against Smith. Here's Stoudemire, 5 to shoot, and Horford pulls it down. Fields with the steal. Here's Billups. Stoudemire outside. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Pass to Fields. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Here's Johnson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And Johnson doesn't lack confidence attacking inside. I just love watching him go to work down low.
Fields against Johnson. And Fields kicks to Stoudemire. And the layup falls.
You almost have to come at Stoudemire this hard inside, but he still pushes past the contact.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Pachulia with the screen on Fields. Here's Johnson. Heinrich outside. Pass to Pachulia. Johnson wide open. He fires. It's good from long range. Johnson's got 5 more.
And zero hesitation from Johnson. Whenever ISO Joe has a look, he's going to let it go.
A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. And count it from 19 feet away.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Horford sets a screen for Johnson. That's good from Horford on the assist by Johnson.
Off to a perfect start, and you can see their confidence growing.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Carmelo Anthony. Here's Billups. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Pass to Stoudemire. Now here's Anthony. Shot clock at 5. New York needs to get off a shot, and Turioff slams it in.
I like the fact he threw that down. Turioff not settling for the layup.
Johnson surveying the floor. Left side, Horford. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, I like how quickly he threw the bounce pass there. Hard to defend against that.
Now here's Billups. Last time, 14 points for him. Here's Anthony. And Pachulia pulls it down.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the shot goes in.
And how about the start they've gotten off to? They haven't missed once.
Pass to Stoudemire. Sent back by Horford.
Horford doing a nice job that time using his length to get that shot block.
Johnson scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Heinrich against Billups. And Fields kicks to Billups. To the middle. He's looking for Stoudemire and finds him.
And Stoudemire, a dunking machine out there. Remarkable at getting the position he needs to bring that one home.
Johnson against Fields. Nice shot by Smith.
Nice vision. When a teammate's got that much room to operate, you got to get it to him.
New York trails by 9. Billups up top, guarded by Heinrich. Pass to Anthony. To the paint. Here's Stoudemire. The shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by Horford. Here's Johnson. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Knicks have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Outside Billups. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Carmelo Anthony. Averaging about 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. John Thomas is checked in for Pachulia. Powell comes in for Al Horford. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Teagan for Kirk Heinrich.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Stoudemire. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Here is Balkman, guarded by Crawford. And Balkman gets it to go.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I spoke with the head coach of the Hawks. I asked Coach straight up, what do you do about a big man like Amari Stoudemire? Coach said, hope he fouls out, and laughed. But then he said, we'll get in his face, we'll be physical, we're going to fight every inch of the way. So there you have it. That's the plan for putting the brakes on Stoudemire tonight. Back over to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Teague. The Knicks making the shot. Here's Smith. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here's Billups. No scoring in this one. Offensive rebound. Here's Williams. The shot from the low post is good.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Here's T. He had 15 points last outing. With the fadeaway. And he can't bank that one in. New York trails by 7. Outside Billups. Stoudemire with a screen on Teague. And Billups gets it to go.
Three-point shooting is just one aspect of what makes Billups such an effective point guard.
Pass to Crawford. Powell. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. And the Hawks lead by 6. And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Collins checked in for John Thomas. Horford comes in for Powell. Johnson, he's checked in for Smith. And it's Heinrich in for Jeff Teague. And a new group in for the Knicks. Williams, he's checked in for Stoudemire. Anthony comes in for Jared Jeffries. Mason, he checked in for Ronaldo Balkman. And Landry Fields subbed in for Chauncey Billups. Here is Mason. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Now here is Fields. Rebound Atlanta. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Crawford drives in. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. New York trails by 6. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Crawford. Still scoreless.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Atlanta leading by 4. Heinrich outside. Horford sets a screen for Heinrich. Crawford outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. So, Clark, when a team faces the front end of a back-to-back, what changes in their approach?
You know, by and large, I think they play it normally for the most part, Kevin. But if they are up big or down big with a quarter to go, I think that's when they might consider thinking about tomorrow.
And the first one drops. And he makes both free throws.
Extremely reliable. When he steps up to the line, you just kind of expect him to knock him down.
Anthony with it. Coming off a solid outing against Cleveland. To the middle. It's deflected. Williams kicks to Mason. Picked by Williams. From past the arc. Kept alive. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. And this gives us a chance to highlight the rookies with the most assists here in the second half of the season. You take a look at Fields, top 5 in the NBA, and his teammates love him.
He's making progress in his first season in the league, and his command of their offense and opposing defenses improves every time he takes the floor.
Tell you what, I love watching him distribute the basketball. His floor generalship has been impeccable.
Now, here is Fields. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's Mason.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back, I understand that, but you should send at least one guy after that.
Here's Collins. Nothing on the board. Here's Horford. And a dunk by Horford.
Well, you can't afford to give Horford that type of advantage inside. As soon as you do that, you're cooked.
And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Last time they met in New York.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. Anthony kicks to Williams. Back to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Over Johnson. Anthony can't hit. Atlanta leading by 8. Heinrich with it. Williams picks him up. Horford. And finished off by Horford.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
It's Anthony with the drive.
With a forward who can handle the ball like Anthony, it opens up so many options for your offense.
Morford with the screen on Anthony. Here's Johnson. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And good that time.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Anthony against Johnson. Collins setting the pick for Johnson. Over Anthony. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And so it's Atlanta going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Atlanta.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And another key for them tonight, attacking the basket. Taking it right to the hoop, never a bad idea.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the night.
Shooting 1.
And the number 1 pick overall, John Wall. And 2008 top pick, Derrick Rose. Clark, a lot of explosive athletes coming in at the point guard position.
And you know what, Kevin? I would add the 4th pick in 2008, Russell Westbrook, to that list now. Honestly, those 3 players rank right up near the top when you talk about the most athletic point guards of all time.
New York trails by 7. Now Baltimore. Outside Billups. No good on the 3.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
And so it's New York with it after the miss from Joe Johnson. Billups. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And what you love about Billups is that this guy's a winner, a guy his teammates and coaches trust to make the right decision.
And he knocks down the first one. And Chauncey Billups drops them both.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Now here's Johnson. 23 points his last outing. Thomas sets a screen for Johnson. No good that time. New York trails by 5. Outside Billups. Pass to Stoudemire. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
And dependable at running the offense. Billups just understands his teammates depend on him to get them involved.
And here is Johnson. Thomas sets a screen for Johnson. Teague can't hit. And here is Billups. 8 points for him. Lets a floater go. He lays it in. Phillips has got 7 points for the quarter.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Now, here's Wilkins. He has yet to score. Can they get it? Johnson gets the bucket.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
New York trails by 3. To the inside. Here's Turioff. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside Teague. Joe Johnson on the wing. Back to Teague. Hawks passing it around. The kick out to Wilkins. Just 2 to shoot. Off target from three-point range. And here are the Knicks. Big run right now going for them, 11-2. Pass to Turioff. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And a quick look at how Atlanta's schedule shaping up. On Tuesday and then on Friday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls.
And that game against Milwaukee, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
Here is Balkman, and he banks in the layup. Balkman's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
T kicks to Johnson. Over Turioff. Kept alive by Atlanta and stolen by Turioff. And now the Knicks on the break. Here is Balkman. He's guarded by Johnson. Jeffries dishes to Billups. Pass to Jeffries. Here is Balkman. 5 on the clock. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Hawks.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Wilkins, the pass to Johnson. The three-pointer, no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Billups dishes to Stoudemire. Back to Billups. Here is Jeffries. Still without a basket. That's to Balkman. A 3-ball. You can't get that one. Excellent D there from Wilkins. They could use a bucket. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And we are used to seeing this from Johnson. This is how dangerous a scorer he is.
And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Pachulia, he's checked in for Thomas. Horford comes in for Powell. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Wilkins. And it's Crawford in for Johnson. Now here's Anthony. 6 points for him. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And that one falls for Williams.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
And you're not going to get an easier deuce than that, straight to the basket.
Mason with it. Still yet to score. On the wing, Williams. Fields against T. Fires the three. Fields can't get it to go. Atlanta's shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 6. A shake. And he lays it up and in. Anthony's got the lead up to 2 now for New York.
And this close into the cup, Anthony makes it look easy. Nice soft touch on that one.
Outside T. And he uses the glass on the layup. Teague's got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
Not easy amongst the trees to get that score, but he just stayed poised.
Outside Williams. Williams, a screen on Crawford. Here's Mason. Rebound by Smith.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Anthony kicks to Williams. To the wing on the left. Mason for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. They've led by as many as 11 points. That will complete this 4-game homestand. And it's slammed in by T.
Get off the tracks when the train's coming at you.
Looking at the Knicks, they took the win in their last game against the Cavaliers.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
The Hawks leading by 4. Right, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Now let's check out some stats for Jeff T. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him. Averaging about 11 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Pachulia. And it's Heinrich in for Jeff T. And then for New York, Durioff, he's checked in for Sheldon Williams. Stoudemire comes in for Sean Williams. And Chauncey Billups is subbed in for Mason. New York trails by 6. Pass to Fields. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Joe Johnson picks one up.
You got to be careful how you defend him, or else he will draw the foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one misses.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
He hits the second from the line. The Hawks leading by 5. Now here's Crawford. 17 points for him last game against Oklahoma City. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And Turioff slams it in.
What a great job keeping his head on a swivel and finding his teammate.
Atlanta's shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Now here's Johnson. 15 points in the game. Back to Heinrich. Clock at 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Looking here at some numbers for Smith, the past month has been surreal, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And yeah, he's such an efficient scorer, understands the offense, moves without the ball so well. That's why he's top 5 in field goal percentage. First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Crawford. New York trails by 7. Pass to Turioff. Stoudemire inside. Working on Smith. And yes, it's good. Stoudemire's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, I like how confident Stoudemire is in the paint. I mean, really good at getting the position he wants inside.
Heinrich outside. Kicks it out to Johnson. From the arc. Good, and Heinrich gets the assist. Heinrich's got 3 assists now in this one.
And coaches preach the importance of unselfishness at all times. There, he gives the ball up for a better look.
Fields. A shot by Stoudemire, no good. And so Crawford will bring it up for the Hawks. They've led by as many as 11 points. Fields against Smith. Fields can't get it to go. Here's Atlanta now. They're on a 17-7 run. Horford gets the bucket. 16 points for Al Horford. 1:35 left in the first half of basketball. Billups passes to Carmelo. New York moving it around. An even 3-on-3 break. And the dunk by Smith.
And Smith gets off the floor as quick as anybody, especially when he's got a lob on the way.
Now Billups. He's got 10. High post, Stoudemire working on Smith. Stoudemire dishes to Billups. 6 on the shot clock. Drains it from beyond the arc. Billups has got 13.
He's trying to carry them back into this game. He's absolutely feeling it this quarter.
And here's Heinrich. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. 41 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Turioff. It's stolen by Smith. Billups against Johnson. Right side Horford. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Anthony. New York trails by 9. Here's Fields. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Johnson outside. Fires for 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Atlanta in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Right back after this break. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. What can you say? Joe Johnson, an impressive effort here today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Outside, Billups. Pass to Anthony. Over Smith. A shot by Anthony, no good.
That one hurts. Point-blank range, you've got to capitalize on it.
Heinrich kicks to Horford. Heinrich passes to Smith. 6 to shoot. Pachulia trying to break loose. Good work defensively by Anthony. New York trails by 9. Pass to Stoudemire. It's tipped. Heinrich with the steal. Smith in the posts. Covered by Anthony. Kicks it out to Johnson. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Right wing. Here's Horford. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Billups. Stoudemire outside. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now here's Pachulia. Still scoreless. Horford no luck.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Pass to Billups. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. Over Smith. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Anthony.
A mid-range master. Carmelo Anthony looks to attack from this area whenever he can.
Heinrich passes to Johnson. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. An opportunity here to bring up a list of players that have been carrying their teams offensively for the last 10 games. The highest scoring small forwards in the league. Third is Carmelo Anthony.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Well, we know the small forward spot is where the bulk of the scoring load rests on most teams. I mean, those players on that list always come through in the scoring department. These guys pack a lot of firepower.
So it's Atlanta now. The Knicks making the shot. Smith with a screen on Fields. Here's Johnson, and the layup's good off the glass. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Stoudemire the pass to Turioff. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Turioff's got 8.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Johnson against Fields. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
A moment now to see the numbers for Johnson. Since the break, he's come back strong, really making his presence felt. Averaging about 22 points per, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
Atlanta leading by 5, driving to the basket. And Heinrich with the basket, the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got assist number 7 for him tonight. For New York, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And here's Anthony for three. The offensive rebound. And the basket by Turioff. He's got 10.
Turioff snatching that board with those long arms of his and put it right back up. I love it.
Heinrich outside.
First personal foul.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the word is out on Josh Smith being a gifted dunker. But that really speaks to his overall athleticism. He can run, and he'll do whatever it takes to get the best of you.
He hits both from the stripe. Here's Billups. He's got 13. Stoudemire with a screen on Heinrich. Pass to Stoudemire. Here's Anthony. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Josh Smith.
And that's the type of challenge Anthony presents to the defense. Sometimes they are just forced to foul.
New York shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
First one falls for him.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Johnson outside. Pass to Pachulia. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
You're not going to get a better look from mid-range. He's definitely disappointed with himself there.
Here's Horford. Good, and Heinrich gets the assist. Heinrich's got 4 assists now tonight.
What a soft touch Horford has. So skilled inside.
Billups passes to Stoudemire. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
One shot. Excellent piece to have offensively. Stoudemire has that toughness you look for in the score.
Atlanta leading by 5. Heinrich with it. He's got 6. Pachulia with the screen on Fields. Johnson. And shot opportunity. Pachulia kicks to Johnson. It's rebounded by New York. Turioff's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Fields with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Billups passes to Anthony. To the left side wing. Clock at 4. Traps in the tray. Now just a 2-point Atlanta lead.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Now here's Johnson. 22 points for him, and the shot goes down.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Anthony. Back to Billups. The tray. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Billups has got 16 points.
Billups can beat you just in so many ways. He's smart, he's crafty, he's versatile, and he's efficient on offense.
Johnson outside. Horford in the post, working on Stoudemire. 2 points, that one goes. Horford's got 4 points this quarter.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Stoudemire outside. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Now, here's Johnson. He's got 24, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Collins checked in for Pachulia. Howell comes in for Al Horford. Wilkins is checked in for Josh Smith. And it's Teague in for Kirk Heinrich. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Powell with a screen on Billups. Teague dishes to Powell. The kick out to Teague. Powell the pass to Teague. Powell sets a screen for Teague. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
Popping it in from mid-range. A good offense can come at you from any place.
New York trailing. At the top of the key, Stoudemire. No points to be had here. Misses for the 5th time in 13 tries. On the wing, Johnson. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game.
He's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's great defense right there.
Here is Jeffries. Pass to Billups. Some nice passing by New York here. 5 to shoot. Shot from the top of the key. Atlanta with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Now here's Teague. He has 6. Powell sends a screen for Johnson. Over Jeffries. The kick out to Wilkins. Pass to Teague. Johnson outside. It's Wilkins on the wing. And Stoudemire pulls it down.
Decent look from mid-range for sure, but that's not really his shot.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Pachulia, he's checked in for Collins. Smith comes in for Wilkins. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Joe Johnson. And it's Heinrich in for Teague. And then for New York, Anthony comes in for Jared Jeffries. And it's Mason in for Ronaldo Balfour.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now, here is Smith. 8 points for him. Good, and Heinrich gets the assist. 10 points for Smith.
And good touch there on the block. Smith knows he has the green light to attack down low.
Billups against Heinrich. Outside Billups. It's taken away by Smith. Here's Crawford. The rebound by Mason. And it's Mason with the ball for New York. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Stoudemire outside. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Pass to Pachulia. Back to Heinrich. 6 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Outside Anthony. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. Well, that's the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And he hits the first of 3. And he's good on the second.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
And he nails the third. And here's a timeout from Larry Drew now. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Jared Jeffries, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
Atlanta trails by 5. Crawford outside. Powell with his screen on Mason. It's Crawford with the drive, and that one drops for him. Crawford's got 8 points.
Exactly how you move off the screen and get the look you want.
Pass to Stoudemire. Into the lane. The basket good off the assist from Billups. Billups has got his 7th assist in the game.
When Stoudemire drives like that on you, he's tough to slow down. He can be very physical attacking the basket.
Now here's Heinrich. 6 points for him. Powell outside. Back to Heinrich. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Smith. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Billups goes in. Stoudemire wide open. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Now Crawford. 8 points for him. With 1 on the clock. And so it's New York bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Atlanta trails by 7. And here is Teague. Johnson outside. Here's Horford, and the dunk by Horford.
Hey, this thing has gone way outside of the lines, fellas. I mean, Horford is going absolutely crazy. He's been unstoppable.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. In the corner, Wilkins with it. Outside Teague. Kicks it out to Johnson from downtown. And Turioff pulls it down. Turioff's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Down low, here's Balkman. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. to Teague. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Inside, here's Stoudemire. Banked in off the glass. Stoudemire's got the lead up to 7 now for New York.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting it.
New York leading by 7. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Jeffries kicks to Stoudemire. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. That's now 26 points for Joe Johnson.
Boy, these guys are cooking, and we're seeing it right now on a hot streak.
Here's Turioff, and Turioff slams it in.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Knicks.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
The defense has given them that shot, and they've knocked it down consistently, and that's been a real key factor for them tonight.
Turioff, no good on the free throw.
What you love about Turioff is his passion for the game. I mean, this guy plays with great fire, and many times it's hard for other guys to match his intensity.
Now, here's Johnson. Outside, Horford. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Wilkins up top. Misses the 3. New York leading by 9. Jeffries dishes to Stoudemire. Count that one. Stoudemire's got 29 in the game.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Teague deciding where to go with it. From deep, Johnson. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 4 assists now tonight.
He's been doing some real damage from range. 2 threes in the first half. Now 1 in the second.
Now here is Fields. Stoudemire outside. Rebound by the Hawks. Horford's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Wilkins. Oh, that's blocked.
Strong D, defending the lane with authority and not fouling.
Teague against Fields. Good on the shot.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now here's Teague. Pass to Horford. Good work defensively by Stoudemire. The Knicks leading by 10. Down low. The shot misses. Good D by Johnson. The Hawks have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Wilkins outside. Johnson against Stoudemire. Johnson kicks to Wilkins. Teague for 3. Knicks with the rebound. Turioff's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Fields with it. Pass to Stoudemire. The 11-footer. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And now a 12-point Knicks lead.
One of Stoudemire's favorite shots because he's a knockdown threat from the mid-range.
Atlanta making some changes. Pachulia, he's checked in for Collins. Smith comes in for Al Horford. And it's Crawford in for Joe Johnson. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Sheldon Williams checks in for Turioff. Anthony comes in for Amari Stoudemire. Mason, he checked in for Ronaldo Volkman. And Chauncey Billups has subbed in for Landry Fields. Now here's Crawford. Here he goes. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Mason. From outside the arc. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Teague. Here's Crawford. The Hawks again can't hit.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
And the Hawks with possession here. After New York gets the 3, Teague drives in. Here's Pachulia. The kick out to Wilkins. Teague for 3. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Billups. And Pachulia pulls it down. Atlanta trails by 15. Wilkins can't get it to go.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Damian Wilkins, 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And the second free throw, good. Here's Billups. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here is Smith. Back to Teague. Pass to Smith. Crawford, no one around him. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Billups kicks to Mason. It's tipped. Williams, that's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
So for the Hawks, Al Horford's checked in for Pachulia. Johnson comes in for Wilkins. And it's Heinrich in for Teague. And then for New York, Turioff, he's checked in for Sheldon Williams. Stoudemire comes in for Jared Jeffries. And Landry Fields subbed in for Mason. Here's Horford. Sweet move. And it's good on the layup. Horford's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Smith against Stoudemire. Count the basket. Stoudemire's got 33 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Crawford. Back to Heinrich. Smith with a screen on Billups. Heinrich passes to Crawford. Takes a 3. Billups gets the rebound.
His lack of offense is certainly not helping. Tough to overcome that.
To the paint. Stoudemire, the pass to Turioff. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Atlanta trails by 16. Here's Crawford. Outside Horford. Outside Smith. Misses the three.
He was wide open. That miss clearly on him.
Stoudemire against Smith. Stoudemire left side. Heinrich against Billups. That does not go. Atlanta trails by 16. Johnson. And they pick up the two.
Great execution to get a look at the rim.
New York shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. Now Tiriov.
2 minutes.
Anthony right side. Horford pulls it down. Just a single rebound away from a double-double.
Yeah, you know, he has been unrelenting. Hard to match his intensity.
Count the basket.
Offensively, he's carrying his weight, doing his part. Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
Outside Billups. Stoudemire in the post, covered by Smith. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots it up. Smith there for the rebound. Atlanta trails by 12. Here's Johnson, and he banks the layup in.
Another bucket. What a game this guy's having. I keep getting him the ball.
New York shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Stoudemire up top. Jacks up a three. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for New York.
It didn't look like a game that was going to work out for them, but man, how things changed in a hurry.
Man, I'd say it was gutsy, Kevin, in terms of what they were able to do in that comeback. An incredible amount of fortitude when facing all of that adversity. And not just to come back, but how about to come back and win going away?
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And they're going to bring this season series to an end with a very nice victory here today. These teams spent a lot of time on the floor together this year.
A total of 4 games to be exact. They'll each wind up taking 2 of them.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Stoudemire.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
Now here's Johnson. Why is Stoudemire missing his last shot? So no problem for New York as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.